Does the UI affect gameplay? Yes, it does. How do I know? Well, I've experienced it firsthand while developing custom UI for over 2 years. I was a big fan of the default UI at first, too. It had a design that captured the original vibe of Age of Conan. However, it didn't take long for me to realize that the readability of the default UI was terrible. Especially the Castbar, grey text on a grey background, was truly awful. If you are still a teenager, it might not be a big deal, but we can't have the eyesight we had back then anymore. The default font is also terrible. A sharp font with absolutely no anti-aliasing. I didn't play AOC with the default UI for very long, but my eyesight probably deteriorated quickly. If you want to play at a high level, let's just let go of the default UI. Honestly, it's not a very good UI design. I tried out countless prototype designs while developing GigaUI Ultimate. I tested them in T6 raids and PvP. I finalized the current UI by keeping only the designs that were most helpful to gameplay. Good players also continuously provided excellent feedback during the development process. Thank you, Kazur. Run the exe file and specify the path where Age of Conan is installed. It is usually installed in C drive, Program Files, Funcom. Then click Install and the installation is complete. Simple, right? Next page to customize the UI. On the Quick Setup page, you can set the UI scale and theme. You can adjust the settings to match your computer's resolution. I recommend 100% to 120% for Full HD, 120% to 140% for QHD, and 140% to 160% for 4K. In theme, you can select between Giga Mode and Dark Mode. If you play in the dark and are sensitive to light, selecting Dark Mode will allow you to play more comfortably. If you want more customization, for example, if you want to add another row to the bottom action bar, go to Advanced and then to the Action Bar page. On this page, you can configure the layout, size, gap, height, background transparency, and hide empty slots. You can also add mini slots. You can place them anywhere you want. Oh, I almost forgot. I'll explain how to keybind. The top left 6 columns are left action button 1 to 6. The next column is first extended action button number 1, followed by action button numbers 1 through 10. The first 7 columns of the second row are first extended action button numbers 2 through 8. The middle 3 columns are action button numbers 11 through 13, and then again, first extended action button numbers 9 through 15. Other layouts follow the same rule. If there are 3 rows, the bottom row starts with second extended action button number 1. Next is Castbar. If you want to change color, size, shape, and stuffs of Castbars, go to the Castbar page. Here, you can make all the customizations you want. For example, if you want the text to be positioned inside the Castbar, set text location to inside. If you want to change the position of Castbars, go to Interface Options, Advanced In-Game, and check Show Timer Bar to drag Castbars. If you want to darken only specific parts in dark mode instead of everything, for example, if you want to darken only the Castbar, go to the Dark Mode page, and you can lower the brightness of only the Castbar while leaving everything else at 0%. You can also adjust the brightness level as you want. You can even use a completely pitch black Castbar. If you want to back up all your customized settings, go to the Quick Setup page and click the Export button. You can load all your settings using this simple profile. You can even share it with your friends. Wait, I'm starting to get tired of explaining everything one by one. Just think of it as being able to customize everything you can think of. See the menu here? If you go in, you'll be surprised and think, wow, you can even configure things like this? You can literally configure everything. Everything. So just fuck it. Download and install it, you idiots.